Hi everyone, and welcome back to English Listening Lab. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here today.
And I'm Sam. We're so excited to have you with us. Today's topic is all about family, a very important part of our lives. So let's get into it.
You know, Sam, family is such a funny thing. We all have different families, right? I mean, my family is small. Just me, my parents, and my little brother. What about yours?
Oh, my family is a bit bigger. I have my parents, two brothers, and a lot of cousins. And of course, my dog Max, who is like my little brother.
I like that. It's funny how we all think of pets as part of the family. I bet Max gets a lot of love at your house.
He does, and he gets spoiled, too. My mom always gives him extra treats. Sometimes I think he's the favorite.
Well, pets are family, right? So today we're going to talk about families in English. We'll share some family vocabulary, give you useful phrases, and tell some funny stories about our families. Sound good?
Sounds awesome. And we want you to think about your own family, too. Maybe you can tell us about them in the comments later.
Exactly. But before we start, Sam, do you have a funny family story to share?
Let me think. Okay, I've got one. Last summer, my family went on a road trip. We were in the car for hours, and everyone was so tired. My little brother, Jack, was sleeping in the back seat, but then suddenly he shouted, "There's a bear!" We all woke up, and of course, there was no bear, just a big rock. We still laugh about it.
That's hilarious. I bet everyone in the car was like, "Where?" That sounds like something that would happen in my family too. But hey, it's those funny moments that make family so special, right?
Totally. And it's a great way to practice English, too. Talking about family helps us learn important words. Let's start with some family vocabulary.
All right. So first, let's talk about some basic family members. You know, the people who are closest to us. Sam, who are the most important people in your family?
Well, the most important people for me are my parents. My mom's name is Sarah, and my dad's name is John. They're both very supportive and kind. I also have two brothers, James and Adam.
Nice. So the most common family words are mom and dad, right? Those are pretty easy, but some people say mum instead of mom in English. It just depends on where you're from.
Yeah, mum is more common in British English, right?
Exactly. And then we have brother and sister. You can say big brother or little sister if you want to say if they are older or younger than you. Sam, are you the oldest in your family?
Yes, I'm the oldest, so I'm like the boss sometimes. At least, I try to be. But my little brothers always make fun of me. It's funny because they're not afraid of me at all.
Sounds like they're giving you a hard time, but I bet you're a good older brother. So when you talk about family, you can use words like older or younger to describe who's who.
Right. So if you have a big family, you might also have aunt and uncle. An aunt is your mom's or dad's sister, and an uncle is your mom's or dad's brother.
That's true. And then you can have nephews and nieces too. A nephew is your brother's or sister's son, and a niece is your brother's or sister's daughter. I'm sure a lot of you out there have nephews and nieces.
Yeah, it's nice to have little kids in the family. My niece Lily is so funny. She's always making jokes and trying to make everyone laugh. It's great.
Ah, I love kids. They always have the best jokes. So let's do a quick review of the family words we've learned so far. Ready? I'll say the word, and you can say it with us.
First, mom and dad. Got it?
Next, brother and sister.
Then aunt and uncle.
And don't forget nephew and niece.
Perfect! Great job, everyone. So these are some of the most common family words. But Emily, I'm curious. How about your family? Do you have any interesting family traditions?
Oh, good question. We have one tradition every year. My family loves to have a big dinner on Christmas Eve. We cook lots of food and everyone comes together to eat. It's always a lot of fun. Do you have any family traditions, Sam?
We do. Every summer, we go on a family picnic. We eat sandwiches, play games, and tell stories. It's simple, but it's always a special day for all of us.
That sounds lovely. I think traditions like that really help bring families together. It's nice to have things to look forward to.
Exactly. So we've talked about family vocabulary and traditions, but what about something else? What do you think is the most important thing in a family, Emily?
That's a good question, Sam. I think the most important thing in a family is love and support. I mean, when you have people who care about you, it makes everything easier, right?
I agree. Family is all about having people who are there for you, no matter what. My parents are always supporting me. Even when I make mistakes, they're still there to help me learn and grow.
That's so true. Family is about sticking together, even when things aren't perfect. And speaking of support, do you have any examples of when your family helped you out?
Oh, yes. When I was in high school, I was struggling with my studies. I wasn't doing well in math, and I felt really frustrated. But my dad sat down with me every night and helped me understand the problems. It was hard, but he never gave up on me. Now, I'm much better at math.
That's amazing. It's so nice to hear that your dad helped you. It's not easy, but that's what family is for, to help each other. I have a similar story too. When I moved to a new city for university, I was really nervous, but my mom kept sending me messages, asking if I was okay and giving me advice. It made me feel so much better.
Ah, that's really sweet. I think sometimes we don't realize how much family does for us until we look back. They might not always say it, but they always want the best for us.
Exactly. And, family doesn't just mean your parents or siblings. Sometimes family is your close friends, too. Do you have any friends you think of as family, Sam?
Yes, for sure. I have a friend named Tom. He's been with me through a lot, and we always look out for each other. We even call each other brother sometimes because it feels like we're family.
I love that. Friends can be family, too. It's nice to have people who are there for you in every way. And for anyone listening, remember that family doesn't always mean blood related. It can be anyone who loves and supports you.
Absolutely. And hey, Emily, I think it's time for a little practice. How about we teach our listeners some phrases that are useful when talking about family?
Great idea. All right, let's start with something simple. My family is. You can use this to introduce your family. For example, my family is small. It has 4 people: my mom, my dad, my brother, and me. Sam, can you give an example?
Sure. My family is big. I have 2 brothers, 1 sister, and a lot of cousins. See? You can use this phrase to describe your family size.
Exactly. Now let's move on to I have. You can use this to talk about the people in your family. For example, I have 1 sister and 2 brothers. Sam, can you try it?
Okay. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Easy, right?
Super easy. And you can also say, my family member is, to to describe someone. For example, my mom is very kind, or my brother is funny. Sam, what about you?
I like this one. My dad is very smart. And maybe my sister is a great cook. She makes the best pasta.
Yum! Now, let's add something a little more fun. You can say, I love spending time with, to talk about the people you enjoy being with. For example, I love spending time with my cousins. Sam, who do you love spending time with?
I'd say I love spending time with my family. We always have fun together. And I also love spending time with my friends.
That's great. So now we have some phrases to talk about our families. But let's talk about family roles for a minute. For example, in a family, there are often different roles. For instance, the parent is the person who takes care of you, and the child is the one who is taken care of. Sam, do you feel like you have a special role in your family?
Well, I think I'm the big brother role. I try to look after my younger siblings, even though they always think they're smarter than me. What about you, Emily?
I think I'm the listener in my family. My mom and dad always come to me for advice or just to talk. It's nice to feel needed, even though I'm not always the expert.
That's awesome. Every family needs a good listener. So let's move on a little. Emily, what's one thing you really appreciate about your family?
I think the thing I appreciate most is how my family is always there for each other. No matter what happens, we support each other. That's really important to me.
That's a beautiful way to put it. For me, I appreciate the little things, like when my family sits together to watch a movie on the weekend. It's those small moments that make me happy.
I agree. Sometimes it's not about big events or holidays. It's just those simple, everyday moments that matter the most. Right. And you know, Sam, even when families aren't perfect, they're still important. No family is always happy, and sometimes people argue or disagree. But in the end, we all have those moments when we come together, and that's what makes families so special.
Exactly. I think the key is always making the effort to understand and support each other. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, but together we can make it work.
I couldn't agree more. So, listeners, what about you? What's the most important thing in your family? Is it love, support, or maybe something else? Think about it and leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear about your families.
Yes, we'd love to know. And while you're thinking about that, let's go over a few more family words and phrases that you can use in daily life.
Definitely. So, when we talk about family, we sometimes talk about family members that live with us. If someone is your roommate, that means they share your room or apartment, but they're not necessarily family. Sam, have you ever had a roommate?
Yes, I had a roommate in university. His name was Mike, and we got along pretty well. But I also had some family roommates, my younger brothers. We used to share a room when we were kids. It was funny because we always argued over who would sleep on the top bunk.
That's a classic sibling moment. And of course, we can also talk about grandparents. These are your mom's or dad's parents. Do you have any funny stories about your grandparents, Sam?
Oh, definitely. My grandfather is always telling jokes. Sometimes they're not very funny, but he laughs so hard at them that we can't help but laugh too. He's so sweet.
That's adorable. Grandparents can be such a treasure. And don't forget, you might also have great-grandparents who are your grandparents' parents. They're usually older, but still full of stories.
That's right. And what about cousins? Cousins are the children of your aunt and uncle. I have a lot of cousins, and we always have fun together during family events. It's nice to have people close to your age in the family.
Totally. And don't forget about in-laws. In-laws are the family members you get when you marry someone. So your mother-in-law is your husband or wife's mother, and your father-in-law is their father. Do you have any funny stories about in-laws, Sam?
I do. My mother-in-law loves to give advice. She's always telling me how to cook things better, even though I think I'm doing just fine. It's all out of love, though. She's great.
That's so sweet. Family can sometimes be a little overbearing with advice, but it's all because they care about us.
Exactly. So let's take a moment to review everything we've learned today. We've learned family vocabulary like mom, dad, brother, sister, and many more. We also practiced some phrases like my family is and I have to talk about our family members.
And we shared stories about how important family is, how they support us, and how we can use simple phrases to talk about family in English. We hope you're feeling more confident talking about your family in English.
Yes, we want you to be able to talk about your family with ease. So don't forget to practice these phrases in your daily conversations. The more you use them, the more comfortable you'll feel.
And remember, your family might look different from someone else's, and that's perfectly okay. What matters is the love and support you share.
That's right. Family is all about connection. So, again, leave us a comment below and tell us about your family. We can't wait to hear your stories.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Stay tuned for more fun and easy ways to learn English. And until next time, take care and keep practicing.
Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great day.